Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhi Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Namo Brahma Dibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradayak Katrabhyo Parama Rishibhyo Namo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. We are into the 7th day of Ashtavakra Gita, and we are going to see this chapter 4, Glory of Realization. What is it? What is it? It means to be a realized person. So Janaka is so after Ashtavakra, first Janaka exclaims his realization in chapter 2. After Ashtavakra talks about realization. And then Ashtavakra says, even though people who are in this royal palace, they do get realized, but still the attachment is not going towards the objects of the senses. And again in this chapter, chapter 4, Janaka begins. Janaka uvacha hantatmagnyasya dhirasya khelato bhogalilaya nahi samsaravahi kaihi mudhai saha samanatam. Hanta. Hanta means oh indeed. Hanta. Oh marvel. Atmagnyasya, the one who knows the self. Dhirasya, the man of understanding who is established in that self that he has realized. Khelataha is playing Bhoga Leelaya, as if he's sporting with life in this game of enjoyment. Nahi samsara vahikaihi. Vahikaihi. He's just playing. He's a master of the game. He's the master of samsara. He is not being driven like a bullock, like a bull on the field of samsara with like a beast of burden. He is not being brought around mudhaihi, deluded, along with the deluded people. Samanata, he is not on a par with the people who are ignorant of this samsara, who are ignorant of the self. You cannot call him to be a part. He may be functioning in samsara, he may be functioning in this world, but it is bhoga leela. He is just playing a game of as if he is participating in the enjoyment. He is indeed not completely of this world. He doesn't belong to this world like every other deluded person who is participating in this world and enjoying and suffering out of delusion, not from realization. यत्पदं प्रेप्सवो दीनाः शक्राद्याः सर्वदेवताः अहो तत्र स्थितो योगी न हर्षम् उपगच्छति. The yogi is standing in that place. Which place? Yatpadam prepsavaha, hankering after. The place where Dinaha, the weak-minded people. Who are they? Shakradhyaha, like Indra. Indra is a person who has done a lot of good work. He has done a lot of Ashwamedha Yajnas. and in the other world, he gets to be the king of gods. Sarva Devata, Indradhyaha, Sarva Devataha, all the gods in Swargaloka. The people who have passed on from this world and who have done a lot of good actions, good deeds, that they get to live in a very happy place called Swarga. They are all called Dinaha because they are not there out of choice. They are there out of their actions, and when the results of those actions are over, they have to come back. Just like how you get the visa, you arrange for the money, you arrange for your you have the time to say you're given a particular period for which you can stay in a foreign country. You go there, you spend the money, the visa period is expired, then automatically you have to come back to your country. You cannot stay there and you cannot earn money and you cannot continue to live there. Swarga is a similar place where your visa is the punya that you have done, and you get to go to the place by your actions, by your the way in which you have lived in this world. You get to go to Swarga. Just like how people earn money or they make arrangements for money through others and then they are going to go abroad. In the same way, you can go to Swarga by earning punya, and also you can stay as long as your punya is lasting, as long as your earnings are lasting. Yatpadam prepsavaha dinaha shakradhyaha sarvadevataha. That space for which Indra and the other devatas are all hankering after, that place the yogi is there already, and na harsham upagacchati. He does not feel excited about it. The yogi, for him, being there is natural, and there is no excitement about it. Tadnyasya punya papabhyam sparsho hyantarna jayate nahyakashasya dhumena drishyamanapi samgatihi. So beautiful. Tadnyasya, the one who has comprehended that truth, the one who has understood that self. Tadnyasya punya papabhyam sparshaha hi antarna jayate. Within him, within such a person, neither punya, the results of good actions, are joy. Papa, the results of bad actions, are disturbances of mind. Both disturbances of mind nor joy touch that person, Tagnyasya, who has realized the truth. Nahi akashasya dhumena drishyamanapi sangatihi. You can see smoke in the sky, but even though you see smoke in the sky, the smoke does not touch the sky anywhere. The sky is untouched by smoke. In the same way, the one who realizes that self is untouched by punya, good actions, the results of good actions, and papa, the results of good actions, which is joy, which is comfort, which is happiness. And papa is a result of evil actions, result of deluded actions, which is sorrow and suffering. Both suffering and joy, which are different states of mind, they do not touch this person who has realized the self. Atmaivedam jagat sarvam jnatam yena mahatmana yadrichaya vartamanam tam nishedhum kshametakaha. Atmaeva idam jagat sarvam. This whole world is nothing but the self alone. Jnatam yena mahatmana. If a mahatma, if a very wise person is knowing this, that this whole world, this whole universe that we see is only a perception happening in the self, in consciousness. Yadrichaya vartamanam tam nishedhum kshametakaha. Yadrichaya vartamanam. He is living as he likes. He is remaining after his realization. He continues to remain in this world in the way he likes. Tam nishedhum kshametakaha. Who has got the power to prohibit that person who has got the power to say, no, you cannot exist. If you exist in this world, you should be moved by this world. You should be enjoying this world. You should be suffering this world. Only then you can live in this world. Who can say that? Yadrichaya vartamanam. Whatever is happening before him, he is just continuing to live in that manner. Who can stop that person who has realized the self? There's nobody who can stop that person. Abrahmastamba paryante bhutagrame chaturvidhe Vijñasyaiva hi samarthyam ichcha vivarjane. Vijñasyaiva hi samarthyam. Abrahma stamba paryante bhutagrame chaturvidhe. There are 4 types of beings. From Brahmaji up to a blade of grass, there are 4 types of beings. Chaturvidhe. What are they? The 4 categories of existence are Andaja, Svedaja, Udbija, and Jarayuja. Jarayuja are all like human beings, mammals that are born from the womb. Andaja are the birds and reptiles which are born from eggs. Svedaja are all the beings like lice and small insects, or even smaller than lice. The categories of beings, life forms that are born out of sweat. From sweat they all appear. Udbija are all plants and other many things that come from seeds. These are the 4 categories of beings. So, Abrahma stamba paryante bhutagrame chaturvidhe. From Brahmaji up to this 4 categories of all the 4 categories of beings, Bhutagrama is a groups of beings. Vijñasya eva hi samarthya. Vijñasya, knowing the wise one, he indeed samarthyam, he has got the capacity. What is the capacity? Ichcha anichcha vivarjane. He has renounced all his desires of I like this, I don't like this. And so he is a very capable person. Of all the 4 categories of existence, from Brahmaji down to the blade of grass, it is a wise one alone who has the capacity to renounce. Everybody else are bound by their likes and dislikes, are bound by their conditioning, are bound by their nature. But this wise one is not bound by anything because he has given up the desire for liking and disliking. So the ultimate giving up is giving up our likes and dislikes. Atmanam advayam kaschit janati jagadishwaram yadveti tatsa kurute na bhayam tasya kutrachit. Na bhayam tasya kutrachit. At any place and in any circumstance, there is no fear for this person. Yad veti tatsa kurute na bhayam. He does not have any fear. Yad veti. What does he know? Atmanam advayam kaschit janati jagati. Which is the self and which is non-dual. There is no duality in that self. It is the same in all, same in everything. So there's such a person who knows that Yadaveti tatsa kurute na bhayam. He does not experience fear in any circumstance whatsoever. Rare indeed is the one who knows the self as one without a second and as the Lord of the universe, the master of the universe. He does what comes to his mind and he has no fears from any quarters whatsoever. In any direction there is no fear. So the 4 methods for dissolution of the ego. This is also a small chapter. Maybe we can continue and go through this chapter. 4 methods to dissolve the ego. Now Ashtavakra is saying, after Janaka has spoken about the glory of self-realization, Ashtavakra speaks. Ashtavakra uvacha nate sangosti kenapi kim shuddhastyaktum ichhasi Sanghata vilayam kurvan evameva layam vraja. Nate sangaha asti kenapi. Kenapi, by whatever means, there is no attachment for you. Kim shuddhaha tyaktum ichhasi. O pure one, what is it that you want to renounce now? Sanghata vilayam kurvan, dissolution of the body complex. When the body, mind and intellect dissolves at the time of death, kurvan, na evam eva layam vraja. There is no need to attain any kind of a merging, because the only thing that is there other than this merger of the self, the dissolution of the self, is the presence of the body. For a realized person, when the body drops, there is nothing else to attain after that anymore. You have no contact with anything else whatsoever. Anyway, there is no contact. The only contact that we have is only an imaginary contact. I am attached to this. Neither are we attached to chocolates, nor are we attached to biscuits, nor are we attached to our beloved ones, nor are we attached to some circumstances which we like, nor are we moving away from circumstances which we don't like. All this is just a figment of our imagination. There is no attachment anyway whatsoever. When we are realizing that you are pure, Shuddhaha, as you are, what do you want to renounce? What is there to renounce in this world? Having dissolved the body complex, enter into Laya, the state of dissolution. This was a kind of epiphany that happened to me. I was just going on thinking all the day, all time. I love to play the veena, and I am not getting time to play the veena because I am doing something else. Some other work is happening, and so there is that time to sit with the veena and play it is not there. At the same time, I also wanted to start these coaching classes on this platform called Tag Mango, and the platform has been you have to purchase it on the internet, and then it has been got 2 months ago, but I'm still not able to sit down with it and start what I have to do. So I was going on contemplating on this, about starting that and playing this veena, starting that. Then I realized the purpose of any work is only realization. The purpose of any work is to purify the mind, to calm the mind, to quieten the mind. And when the mind is already quiet, when the mind is already calm, when I'm able to sit quietly and watch the breath, and when I'm able to spend my time very beautifully, doing whatever needs to be done in a very calm manner, so that is the realization of life. That is the purpose of existence, is this. And it is like climbing up a mountain, standing on top of the mountain, and then going on worrying, oh, I have not started climbing the mountain. I have not started climbing the mountain. When am I going to climb the mountain? It is 2 months gone by. I have not yet started climbing. You can never start climbing when you're on top of the mountain. So in the same way, a person of realization can never start anything in this world, can never get attached to anything in this world, because he is already there and he has reached there. He has been there and done that. Life is done and dusted for him. There is no purpose for his starting any work, because every work that is done in this world is only, the goal of that work is to purify the mind and to realize the self in that, to purify the mind and to attain self-realization or God realization. So where is the question of wanting to do something and being able to do something, or starting to do something, or worrying about not doing something? There is no scope for all that. What is actually worrying? That mind which is God used to doing something in this world is that mind which is getting worried. When we are aware of that, all worry stops and all effort stop, and there is nothing else except to be in that realization, be in that state of offering of what I am doing right now. This offering that I'm giving into this YouTube channel of the knowledge that I've received from the Guru Parampara and the Acharya, and this offering of sitting for some time in this satsanga and speaking is the offering. This is the ultimate. There is nothing more to be doing. Of course, when you see the condition of the world and you want to contribute more, but again, that wanting to contribute is only the state of the ego. It is not the state of the realization of the Supreme. So in the supreme sense of the term, there is nothing to be done at any point of time. There is nothing to do, there is nowhere to go. Only that knowledge of I am that self, which is that supreme being, which is pure and which is unadulterated by any action or any thought or any feeling or emotion. That much is the end of all knowledge in this life. उदेति भवतो विश्वं वारिधेरिव बुद्बुदः इति ज्ञात्वैकमात्मानम् एवमेव लयं व्रज. The mind is not that of a person. So to whom does the mind belong to? The mind exists. Like the fish is swimming in the water does not belong to the fish. Water is present and fish is there. In that same way, that individual person, the individual mind, is swimming in the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind is cosmic. It does not belong to anybody. It belongs to the Samashti, Ishvara. Udeti bhavato vishvam. Udeti bhavataha. When in this existence of mind, this whole universe is springing. Like the universe was not there when we close our eyes and go to sleep at night. When we wake up in the morning, I have woken up is coming, and then the room comes into our awareness where we are sleeping. That room comes into our awareness. If suppose we have left our room and gone to some other place, some other hotel or somebody else's house, and we have slept there, we will not even know that we are sleeping in a different place. And when we get up in the morning, we just recollect, oh, I am in this place. I am in a new place. We just wake up to that. And then we look out into the atmosphere, look out into the world, and we say, yes, the world has come into my existence. Udeti bhavato vishvam. When I wake up, this whole world wakes up with me. Varidheriva budbudaha. Just like in an ocean, budbudaha, the bubbles are there in the ocean. In the ocean, these bubbles come into existence. Iti jnatva ekam atmanam evam eva layam vraja. In the same way, there is only that one self, which is like the ocean, which is like the self. Ekam eva atmanam, jnatva ekam atmanam evam eva layam vraja. In this way, bring your mind to a state of quietude. There is no separate mind. There is only that one cosmic mind. And just like how bubbles rise up in that cosmic mind, you are having an independent thought that this is this person and this is this person's house and this person is doing this work, this person is talking, this person is listening, this person is cooking, this person is eating, this person is working, this person is rich, this person is poor, this person is a millionaire, this person is a pauper, this person is a prime minister, this person is a sweeper. So many different thoughts in different people are arising, and all these thoughts are like bubbles in the ocean of consciousness. Knowing this, just be in that state of realization. Verse number 3, Pratyaksham-apyavastutvat Vishwam nastyamale tvayi Rajju sarpa iva vyaktam Evam eva layam vraja. Why does the mind constantly give thoughts like bubbles that are actually negative to the fish? Like negative thoughts. Only we are naming them negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts do not even have an existence actually. They are just movement of prana. And because of our memories, the memories stored in our chitta, we look through our memories and we are experiencing the thoughts as something, some bit of knowledge, some worry, some anxiety, or something that is very good, something that's very bad, something that's positive, something that's very negative. They're all our interpretations of the movement of prana. Just like a person sees the cloud in the sky, a devoted person might see Lord Shivalinga. He might see that cloud in the form of a Shivalinga with sunlight shining behind on a Pradosham day, and he will consider it as a great blessing. It is only a cloud formation. Another person can even see the cloud formation like a buffalo, because his mind might be thinking about a buffalo, and with that thought he sees the cloud, it will look like a buffalo. In the same way, our bodily movements of prana, especially at night, all our dreams are actually happening. The dreams are all giving different meanings. They have different forms and different names, because one is, there are many thoughts that are stored during the daytime. They're all stored in some form of impressions in our mind. And in night time, when there is a disturbance in the body in terms of digestion, if we have taken food very late, so the prana is moving in the body in different ways. The movement of the prana, on which our memories are superimposed, we interpret as them as some dream. Some uncle comes, or some aunt comes, or some friend comes, something very nice happens, something very sad happens. Everything is only our interpretation. They have no existence at all. So that is answering this question: why does the mind constantly gives thoughts, the bubbles that are actually negative to the fish? So there is no negative bubble or positive bubble. Bubbles are bubbles in the ocean. If we are filling the ocean with our filth, then the bubbles will be negative. If the oceans are pristine, pure as they are when they were created, the bubbles will be positive. So what we fill up the mind with causes our negativity or positivity. Pratyaksham apyavastutvat vishvam nasti amale tvayi. Pratyaksham api avastutvat. Pratyaksham, this whole world is visible. Anything that is visible is different from the self. And the self alone is, and anything else that is other than the self is not. So this world is pratyaksham. I can see this world in front of my eyes. So, api avastutvat, it is not real. Vishwam na asti amale tvayi. In you, the pure self, this whole universe is not there at all. Rajju sarpa iva vyaktam, vyaktam eva layam vraja. Layam vraja means you just merge. You merge all the thoughts into the self, and you move about in this world free of thoughts in your mind. Why? Because Rajju Sarpam Iva Vyaktam. This whole world is seen to us like how in half darkness the snake is appearing to us instead of the rope. There is a rope in the dark path, in the semi-dark path, and when we are walking the semi-dark path, the rope might be a little wet from rain. Our leg may touch a wet part, a thin wet part, and we may think it is a tail of a snake. And then we look at it, and in the darkness we do not see that it is a rope, and we think it is a snake. There is no snake in that place, there is only a rope. In the same way, there is no world that is there, it is only consciousness. That consciousness is that rope. That consciousness is the cinema screen on which the movie of this world is superimposed. And we are looking at the movie, we are looking at the world, and we are saying the world is real, the world is real, the world is real. There is no reality for the movie. There is no reality for the world. There is no reality for the snake. What is real is only the rope. What is real is only consciousness. Knowing this, Layam Vraja. Move about this world, merging your mind into that consciousness. Don't have a separate thought that exists. Even if there is a separate thought that exists, learn to observe the thought. How do we come to that point where we are walking about Layam Vraja, Ashtavakra says. How do we achieve that? We achieve that in 3 steps. The first step is offer yourself. Whatever you're offering, let it go to the world. You might be speaking, you might be offering with your hands, you might be offering with your legs. You may walk somewhere and offer your energy. Through your hands, you offer your energy. Through your speech, you offer your energy. Through your inhalation, you offer energy. Through exhalation, you offer energy. Any movement that happens in you, you're actually offering. So remain with that offering. Don't think about My offering goes into the world, what will I get back? If that thought is not there and you just offer, you will just keep offering all your lifetime and your karma is over with that. You do not have to come back again into this world. When we start thinking about, I am doing this, what will I get? Then I am caught with samsara. I'm caught with this world. I have to finish this and come back again. But if I'm just continuously, moment to moment, I'm only offering, there is nothing else to worry about for me. And the realization of the self, focusing my thoughts on this jnana vritti of Ashtavakra or Sri Krishna's Bhagavad Gita or in the Upanishads, the mind is kept in that jnana vritti. The body is offering. The prana is being offered into the world in the form of seva without any expectation for particular results for myself. And then being established in the breathing, be aware of the breathing, how the inhalation is going, how the exhalation is coming out. So there are 3 steps to this process of realization. We need not think it is so far away, it is so close by. So the process of realization is, one is offer, the second is inhale, exhale, be aware of the breathing, be aware that the breath is a floor on which you are resting, the breath is a floor on which your existence is there in this world. Be aware of that, inhaling and exhaling. And third is, the light of consciousness is present everywhere and it is watching the inhalation and the exhalation. It is watching the thoughts, it is watching the breath, and it is present around us. So the light is present around us. Be aware of that light of consciousness. Be aware of the inhalation and exhalation, and be aware that you are offering into this world. These 3 steps you take, it leads you to the path of self-realization. There is no doubt about it. So pratyaksham api avastutvat vishwa na asti amale tvayi. There is no vishwam, there is no world in this pure consciousness that you are. You are that pure consciousness, O Janaka, and there is no world in this pure consciousness. If at all a world is appearing, it is appearing like how the snake appears on the rope or the bubbles appear on the ocean. It is only an appearance. Whether it is a negative thought or a positive thought, they are just appearances on that consciousness. They have no reality to it in any way. Knowing this, Layam Vraja, merge into that consciousness and move around in this world. Merge means what is it that merges? It is that individual prana. It is that individual life which thinks of itself as a separate entity, dissolves into that consciousness and continues to live in this world, moving around this world. That is what is called Layam Vraja. Samadukha sukha purnam asha nairashyayo samaha samajivita mrityusanna evameva layam vraja. Samadukha sukha purnam. Sama, dukkha is sorrow, sukha is joy. Dukkha and sukha purnam, they are completely filling me. I am completely filled by joy and sorrow because I am consciousness. I am beyond joy and sorrow. Because of the presence of the mind, I have the experience of joy and sorrow, but I am different from the joy and sorrow. I am not the joy and sorrow. I am the observer of the joy and sorrow. Sama dukkha sukha purnam asha nairashyayoho samaha. Asha is expectation. Nirasha is being without any expectation, there's no hope or there is no disappointment. I don't hope to achieve something. I don't feel sorry or sad when I don't get what I want. Samaha means I'm balanced in both. Whether there is expectation or there is disappointment, nothing affects me. Samajivita mrityusanna. Whether there is life, whether I am experiencing life or I am experiencing death, I am the same consciousness. Evameva layam vraja. In this manner, you move around in this world. Evameva layam vraja. So with this, we come to the conclusion of chapter 5 also. we will see Ashtavakra Gita is moving much faster than I really imagined. There are so many chapters, and in each chapter there are so many verses. I was really wondering how long it is going to take. But very interestingly, Ashtavakra is going straight to the point, and there is no fluff. There is no woolly gathering around the verses, and so it becomes so easy to understand. It becomes so easy to study, and it becomes such a pleasure if we are in tune with the verses. So we will continue tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchit Dukkha Bhag Bhaved, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Welcome Dakshinamurti ji. Welcome online. Good to see people coming online. Thank you very much. Hari Om.